Give me money. YouTube memberships. Become a member of my weirdo empire. Just 99 cents a month, you can become Max Thrasher the Bounty Hunter yourself. Special badges, shoutouts at the beginning of the streams, and you get to feel good about yourself. For $4.99 a month, you can join the Erotic Eric Fontaine tier. All those other perks, plus once a month, you can join me and our friends for a special not quite wrestling live stream where we watch something that's kinda like wrestling, but not quite. And for $9.99 a month, you can play Armstrong Bingo with us. It's all that other stuff, plus once a year, you can select what we watch on Off the Grid. Just don't make it porn, don't make it something that'll get me a copyright strike. Please send a link because I don't want to do work. I'm lazy. Get on YouTube now, support me, I'll thank you later. Literally, I will thank you. And until we can fix capitalism, this is the best I can do.
From the swamps of Louisiana, the Cajun Predator.
The day of the hairy freak or the fat slob is practically gone.
Let the party begin. I've got snacks.
Hey, look at us. We did it again. Another 7 days round the sun. Welcome to WCW Deep Cuts Live, where every Tuesday night, because I need to wipe something off my lenser. Is that better? There we go. Every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern, we watch the quote-unquote forgotten television classics of the 1990s from World Championship Wrestling. Hello to everybody in the Erotic Eric Fontaine fan club. If you're watching on a platform that's not Twitch, because there are a couple of those that are streaming this right now, get on Twitch. You're going to have so much more fun in the chat. Also, I should have included it in the intro. I'm still getting used to it, but I love it. Ghosted Burt Prentice the other night and my K-fabulous cousin Scotland Green's Pro Wrestling Potluck chat. You can check him out Thursdays at 9. Twitch.tv/Mr. Greenmist. He dubbed this, and forever it will be known, Tommy Tuesday. Tommy Tuesday, baby. Every Tuesday nights. Sean Drux, no, the YouTube stream is not live. So if you're watching this on YouTube, this is Memorex. Hell yeah. So, we're not live on YouTube. We are live on all the other platforms. Again, if you're watching this on YouTube, this happened hours ago, or days ago, weeks ago, heck. So anyway, speaking of YouTube, though, I do appreciate all of you who hang on YouTube and patron me. I was gonna say patronize me. Some of you patronize me. I see some of those comments. Come on, guys. Really? Really? I see the perverted shit you said about that Jacqueline short, you weirdos. But you know who the real weirdos are, the best weirdos. Are the members of my weirdo empire, aka my YouTube members. Hello to Brian Dermody, the man, the myth, the legend, Commish Spiffy, Troy 11, David Syracuse, everybody's friend Jonathan Mayer, the Scott Keith Hidden Track, Izzy McClure, Jason Honeycutt, Fartmaster Supreme, Ken Terminated EQ, JT Jacob, Kenny, Brenticus Maximus, Champagne and JD, the Suzanimal, Adam Suzanne, Yankee Hawk 04, Peyton Andrews, Adam Simon, Brent Clark, Anthony Marola, Stephen J. Neptune Man, Bam Dog, Sean Fox, Jesse, Jamie, Impo, Wild Woobs, Brandon Stevenson, Casual Villainy, Diamond Ballard, Ninja Tyler Black, Whiskey Spachimin is Jacob Kinney. Alright, I will have to note that for the future. Active Graves, Mark Webster, Justin aka Bootable, Unpop, Sean O'Connell, Coop's Footy Vids, better than Coopy's Foot Vids, B. Cribs, Brando, H. Alhio Del Santo Gold, Kubla 1972, Philip Romaine, Joseph Dowd, Judas Effect, Ghost of Burt Prentice, the aforementioned, bringing up the Ouija board, Honey, Generic Footy Fan, Cloud 121D, Joshua, Coon, King, Coop, Edsel Mask, and David. Thank you all so much. So yeah, thank you. Appreciate y'all, sliding over a couple bucks, supporting the channel over on YouTube. I appreciate you very much. Well, speaking of people I appreciate, if you're in the Erotic Eric Fontaine fan club, or you just see it scrolling by when you watch on Tuesday nights, and you're like, I want to hang out with those people all the time. Go to the Discord, tinyurl.com/discord for Tom Green. Go hop on in there, chat it up. I tried to get a topic started the other day. A couple folks bid on it. I was very fascinated to see everyone's thoughts. I had a scenario I thought of. What would have happened if, instead of Goldberg doing dark matches for 6 months in '97, they sent him to do a New Japan excursion? Something I thought of. Very, very interested in everyone's thoughts on that. We talked about that a bit on the Discord. So yeah, go in there, hang out, have fun. And again, that's my name, that's my handle. But now we got to get into the show. We got Tecmo as the Paul Burchill feed. I think that joke went over my head. I'm a dumb person. Tecmo. I'm a pirate. Arg. Let's go watch some WCW Worldwide from February 1996. We have 3 episodes tonight. About 2 hours and change. It's a little bit past the 11 o'clock hour if you're watching live on the East Coast. Let's go. Alright, as always, let me know how audio levels are, because I can look at the meters all day long, but it is up to how it sounds to you, my saucy folks. Look at that mask on Ming. Very brief era in Ming's career, but I love it. When he decided to wear that mask with the cape. The Blue Bloods are here, Big Bubba's here, dressed like a limo driver. All the stars are on Worldwide. This is the very end of them treating Worldwide like it's a real. Yeah, Luger was like a low-paid guy in the company.
Lex Luger and Sting become the World Tag Team Champions, but you see how Lex Luger wins the match for his team to win the new World Tag.
That's awesome, Brian. You had to bring things up to the living room because it was a big night. Also, Bobby Heenan doing a bit with a phone book for some reason. Yeah. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go yell at my son.
What are you looking for? You'll see. Just a minute. Still to come in this telecast, speaking of champions, the World Television Champion Johnny B. Bad will go one-on-one, defend the belt against Big Bubba. There's been some talk that Diamond Dallas would like another shot at the World TV. Please tell me what you're looking for.
Just a minute.
Also in this telecast...
Taxidermies with a T.
Yes, taxidermies with a T. Plus in this telecast, we'll show you what happened to the Clash of the Champions and what happened to the wedding between Colonel Parker and Cherry.
Look at that.
You found it? What is it?
Look at that.
What?
I'll tell you.
This portion of WCW Worldwide Wrestling is brought to you by...
All right, sorry about that, guys. Hope I didn't miss anything too big. So Noli has a medicine ball. He got it from a neighbor kid a few months ago. And he decided that 9:13 p.m. is the best time possible to be working out and throwing it up against his wall and catching it. Yeah, it's like a 10-pound medicine ball.
I need to borrow $50.
I do. Yeah, he's 11 and thinks he needs to have Lex Luger's physique. Oh my. I love the keyboard here, the piano, the piano sounding keyboard. Yeah, what a weird way to start that feud. Yeah, that's why I had to stop him, because I thought he was going to put another hole in his wall. Another, yeah, he tackled his older brother Eric through the wall a couple weeks ago. And so he has a River Phoenix ODing, and then they go to OJ Simpson's house, and Bobby Eaton finds a bloody knife in the fence. The Blue Bloods ended. Bobby was turned on by Dave Taylor. Regal, I think Regal was kind of sort of involved, but like not really. I think he'd gone to the wayside. Hey, Jonathan! Everybody's friend Jonathan Mayer's here. Missed some good Noli talk. He was throwing a medicine ball at the wall before he got here.
Get ready for SuperBrawl 6. Call your cable company right now.
Look at them just using part of the Saturday night set as the backdrop.
One, of course, involving the great Hulk Hogan against the 7'4", 400-pound giant. The other one,
yeah, I've heard that, Brian. Yeah, I love that. I love the idea of them just taking a camera out and doing quasi-offensive shit to make each other laugh. They know the parameters of this deal. That's how I go to work every day. I'm going to work overtime. Yeah, Noli is a heel. Everybody thinks Noli's a babyface. He's a heel. I love my son, but he is a heel.
Sometimes you look at things from a different perspective than the reality.
That's right. That robe does now belong to Charles Robinson. He went viral in I don't know if you guys saw the TikTok where Charles Robinson kind of blew up. Like a non-wrestling person didn't know who he was. Sat next to him on a plane, and she was freaking out, and Charles Robinson just started showing her all the George Michael memorabilia he had on him on the plane. And she's like, this is weird. I need to make a TikTok of it. Like, he had like the phone case, he had like an autographed picture, I think. Had a shirt. It was so funny. Oh my god, the Amazing Dragon heel run is gonna be insane. Y'all think he's gonna be like the Hangman Page main character babyface when he grows up? No, he's gonna be Hangman sitting in front of a burning house. That's what he's gonna be.
I'm gonna take some off me and wipe it on the mailbox. St. Pete, we're coming.
Yeah, by the way, this was when like blood was a big issue because of Tommy Morrison themselves at SuperBrawl.
So shouldn't you have a 30-year faucet? Mow it. Buy it.
He showed them a couple of the tattoos. I forget if he showed them the tramp stamp.
We're back in the WCW control.
But he showed off a couple of tattoos. Yeah.
Just 1 week from this Sunday evening, February the 11th.
Yeah, Karate Fighters is making so much passive income. Well, really, they're paying WCW. They're paying for the advertising space. So more like wrestling is making a lot of passive income off of Karate Fighters.
Steel cages. The Nature Boy Ric Flair and the Macho Man Randy Savage, the new champion, inside a 15-foot high.
I love the story that I heard. I don't even know if it's like, I heard it from one person, so I don't want to make a short about it. But if I ever hear it from a second source, I will. That it was just supposed to be Flair versus Savage in the cage, and then Hogan got wind of it. He's like, no, my match has to be in a cage too. Oh my gosh, Andre's Legacy, fuck you. That is Stephen J. Neptune, man, yes. When Vince sent the letter to the FTC or the FCC or ABC. Yes, everybody's favorite game is Gene Okerlund wearing pants tonight.
Call now to ensure availability for SuperBrawl. Double cage, double main event. 1 week from this Sunday, February the 11th.
I remember that shirt, that puffy shirt.
9900. There's a lot of dirt. Get the latest scoops right here on the
Get the latest scoops. Next of kin of Shark. Yeah, if Giant wouldn't have been if he was just a little less strong, that would have been a disaster, that choke slam. She's also a nurse. Oh, yeah. Lady Shark. Not Baby Shark, that's for sure.
You tell me. All the way up.
95 to New York City. Could
Yeah,
happen.
John Tinta was awesome. Totally, yeah, she should totally use the Tinta name.
They kind of dumped her, but they were at her wedding.
What is up? Everybody's in a bad mood on this show.
Or maybe former manager.
Beating the shit out of these drop
Gonna have
guys.
to do some fast talking to get out of this one. I guess I hear secretly he's been having a romance with Medusa.
Apparently that's
Nina de Terremoto. Thank you, Bully Mammoth. Hello, hello.
If you go back and you analyze what happened,
Lady Shark. Trust me, I raised kids in the last decade. I know all about Baby
I
Shark.
know what
Shark.
a moon pie is, but I don't know what a fried pie is.
Now we're talking about moon pies.
tag made. And in comes Booker T of Harlem Heat.
You never had an RC Cole and a moon pie?
Maybe, yeah. Oh, he got kind of popped in the face.
Side of the head.
Not Brady Boone. Johnny Boone. Thank you, Tony. I knew he was a Boone because he ends up becoming a referee
I believe if Harlem Heat
eventually.
was there in his army to had him.
Oh, you think so?
Oh yeah, he tore his shoulder right out.
We'll be going back to the SuperBrawl Control Center with Mean Gene Okerlund in just a few moments as we prepare for the.
We're getting another control center? What the hell?
Look at that elbow on the top of the head. 1, 2. Look at that. 2 count. He pulled away.
You know, the Giant could finish Hogan off in his backyard.
That's right, Hogan.
That's a different type of pay-per-view than I'd expect. Gonna finish Hogan off.
Beach, California, but now resides in the Tampa Bay area. A lot of close friends, a lot of business partners out in Tampa
Why does
Bay
Johnny
area.
Boone have a
So
breast pocket on the back of his
But once
shirt?
they close the steel doors, he may be on the Dungeon of Doom's home
Oh! That could have been a blown out
He
shoulder.
may be at St. Pete.
He has a breast pocket on the front and the back.
Something could happen there. It's in the cage for the world title, SuperBrawl.
SuperBrawl.
Sunday, the 11th of February.
Yeah, is that a nipple cutout?
Down, lateral press, 1, 2. What are they
Like,
trying
what
to do?
is that? Why is it on both sides?
Strategy when you think about what they
Is it like a Vader thing where he doesn't wash his gear, so he just flips it?
Well, I don't think they do that with a Luger and Sting. But this team is not a Luger and Sting. They're sending a message to a Luger and Sting. That's what's
A
happening.
Luger and Sting. Sounds like a drink that Gene would have ordered at the airport.
It's just not the same without her in the corner. It's like Mona Lisa without a
Nick
smile.
Patrick needed to hold onto the ropes to go down to one knee.
Okay, I guess everyone has their own way to compare things.
Seriously, did all these guys come in from like a bad flight and have to go straight to the studio to record this?
And
they're just all pissy?
Tag team champs again. But then again, you got to consider the Road Warriors are here. The Road Warriors are a part of
Oh my God, the Road Warriors are here. Oh no, that's after these two matches. That's what you want to hear next. The Road Warriors are going to wrestle. That's where he got shot. Johnny Boone, poor guy.
I don't see anybody can beat him. They're that dominant.
Oh, okay, that was relatively safe by Harlem Hangover standards.
This one's over.
There's a reason you do not see that move in the WWE more than once.
But what a match that would be. Luger, Sting.
Yeah, these poor enhancement guys
Or Harlem Heat. against
getting
the Road Warriors.
slaughtered.
Once again, Harlem Heat, Luger, Sting.
We're gonna hurt everybody.
Booker T was pretty good with Joshi.
This breaking it in, sucker.
All right, Harlem Heat wins.
Yeah, Vader was gone by this point, so everybody else was stepping it up.
Instead of calling a replay, tell me what
He just point at his nipple and say, "This is Harlem."
Well, not being a woman and never going to the altar and never getting involved.
Sweet
with a man like
mustache
Colonel
on that
Parker
guy.
And never being two-timed or jilted, I don't know what she's going through.
That's
But
a good
I
point. The
imagine
people are
her
really
woman's
close to the
mind
ring.
is sitting someplace right now, very,
Yeah,
very
Stevie
mad,
Ray is no
very
yeet.
angry. Looking at a picture of
Ba-dum-bum.
Parker. Parker is doomed.
You may be right. Your winner's Harlem Heat with the Harlem Hangover, and now let's take you to Mean Gene in the Control Center.
Or she could be at a convention.
The reason why they weren't called Houston Heat is because they were black. And in WCW, if you're a black man, you cannot be from Texas. You must be from New York. Gee, and I wonder why they were sued by a number of folks for racial discrimination. Yeah, I think Jimmy Uso is the new quote Marty Jim. Like, they're trying to make something happen. He beat Drew McIntyre on Friday. They didn't speak with a New York accent. But again, it was in Atlanta is it's skin color, unfortunately, or at least for those folks. Yes, in WCW, in terms of stereotypes, skin color outweighs region of the country. There we go. I believe this is the main event of the first show. So no Road Warrior squash on this show. I think maybe we're getting a promo. Yeah, around the same time. Yeah, that's a good point. Whiskey Spaceman / Spachiman. There we go. Macho Man Randy Savage just hanging out at center stage in front of the set.
The 11th, a week from this Sunday night, February the 11th, 7 o'clock Eastern Time, exclusively on pay-per-view. Get ready for SuperBrawl 6, Double Cage.
I'm so disappointed Randy's outfit's not matching the shirt.
In the other cage, you, Randy Savage, are going to be facing a long-time nemesis for you, but right now you're in the driver's seat as the champion. You're going to be meeting the Nature Boy, Ric Flair.
You're not even close, brother.
Like, Randy Savage's outfit looks like he killed a genie and then brought the genie to his seamstress and is like, here, make something of this.
I was thinking that myself. In fact, after hearing him, I realized
that's the thing, Ghost of Burt Prentice. I'm unpredictable. I'll take you many a place.
Yeah, I'm talking about February 11th. Tampa,
Tampa? Like, he's shocked. Why would WCW run a show in Tampa?
Exposure that night with 2 steel cages. We're gonna find out who's who.
Technically, 1 steel cage, 2 matches.
Doesn't belong. Yeah.
Randy Savage did some New Japan stuff when he was in WCW. There's a Randy Savage Jushin Liger match that's pretty good from around this era.
I'm the WCW World Heavyweight Champion, and you're not.
Yeah, it's driving his athletic tape. Doesn't match anything.
Yeah, let me say something about Hulk Hogan.
Exactly. Yeah, Hulk's like, hey, how close can we physically get the ring to my house?
I'm gonna be watching that steel cage match.
That's right, he did do SWS stuff. I completely forgot about that. Getting melt.
At the Bayfront Center, guaranteed personified, and you can bank on it.
What about Miss Elizabeth?
What about
her, man? I love when Randy would get fancy and like say his own goodbye. Like give his own out. His out cue on the promo. God, heel Randy Savage in his prime, running through the crowd in Japan. They're of the big wrestling companies on bringing in karate fighter like characters as wrestlers. Like having an existing wrestler take on a karate fighter persona. Ironically, Hot Pocket is also a nickname for Jim Duggan's ass.
Wall Street gets involved, and I'm sure in the weeks to come we'll hear more about that. You found it yet?
What I'm doing is the Giant has asked me to do him a favor. He says, would you find me a good taxidermist?
The Giant wants a taxidermist?
Yes, so he can have Hulk Hogan stuff and put over the mantle. But he's looking for a special
I love that Bobby Heenan just saw a phone book in the studio. He's like, I'm going to do a bit with it for the whole show.
Well, the cage match will happen. It'll be 1 of 2 big cage matches coming up at SuperBrawl.
And they're like, yeah, go for it. That was the payoff of the joke. Yeah. The Bobby Heenan rules and ruled. Past tense, present tense, future tense. Stuffed Hogan. All right, next episode starts now. All right, the following week, February the 11th, 96.
It's time for WCW Worldwide Wrestling from the Disney MGM Studios. This week, the world.
Oh, Johnny B. Bad. What a shock. Johnny B. Bad on Worldwide. Hey, it's Hawk. Where's Animal? Oh. Let's feel real bad about ourselves. Was it? It might have been the night of the pay-per-view. All the horsemen were there. Eddie Guerrero? I believe it's Eddie Guerrero. Yeah, Eddie Guerrero, baby. I love that Eddie Guerrero and the Shark were both in the same company at the same time. Chris Benoit and Brian Pillman loose at Disney World. Dave Dalton, I think it's either him or Petland Guys or Pervert of the Week. I'm team EDDY because that's how Eddie spelled his name.
We'll put the money up against Kimberly and
Damn gringos changed it to EDDIE.
What an event we have coming up in St. Petersburg.
Well, you know, just the idea of having a double cage.
People love them some Eddie Guerrero.
Cage matches in one evening is a phenomenal event. And what's going to happen to Hogan in his own backyard? Hulkamania could very
What
well
happened there?
at the hands of the Giants.
Is Dave Dalton like gently shooting?
Slowly gets to his feet. The youngster out of El Paso, Texas.
I'm kind of with you, Tecmo. Yeah, the unpredictability. Like, you literally never know who was going to come out on, like, 99 Worldwide. Hello, Sonics Fed 81. We are having a great Tuesday here together. Yeah, what if Bobby just continued the taxidermy joke, like, through the weeks, and then eventually he had, like, a stuffed human being in the studio? And Tony's like, what the fuck? That's weird. And he's like, you thought I was joking?
To become the new U.S. heavyweight champion, and now Conan, fresh into WCW. We were talking about just a couple of weeks in the World Championship Wrestling, and Conan becomes the U.S.
Eddie Guerrero and Dave Dalton both have ring gear that looks like it was designed by very bored 7th graders doodling to get through, like, algebra class.
I think he'd be at a disadvantage coming here from Mexico and wrestling our
Mexico.
We are at the disadvantage for the simple reason he knows what he's going to do. We don't know what
That was sweet. I like him putting the foot on the rope to get over it.
The American wrestlers here are going to have to adapt to it. He does not have to adapt to us.
One man who's not been able to adapt already is the former U.S. champ, the One-Man Gang.
And he's not a happy gang.
Yeah, Conan beat the one-man gang.
He's more of a mob now.
I guess maybe he is, and I guess you do not.
I cannot believe that
so to speak,
is the match that happened.
Side salto, great move by Guerrero. Everything he does. So
I don't know if Bobby knows that, but I'm sure he wouldn't care. A lot of people didn't care in this movie that Eddie was born in Texas. Nobody ever did that movement.
Notice that little bit of acceleration while he's in the air, rolls his body like into a cannonball and explodes. Kind of like a jalapeno in one of his mom's bowls of chili.
No, that's not what it's like at all. There's a
Thank you, Tony.
knife edge.
Yeah, the Eddie Senton is the best Senton. So many people try it, and it's just, you can't do it.
Snapmare takeover once again.
Yeah, that is an interesting what if, because I did the video on it. Like, there was the idea that Eddie was going to beat Flair for the world title at this time. Like, what would have happened? Like, what would wrestling have looked like?
No, you're wrong. A lot of people don't believe what you say every bit of the time.
Oh, I thought that was you and Okerlund.
No, you're right. Savage banged up. Hogan's banged up. Certainly, if
Thank you, Great Muda. Yeah, I try to understand that this is 1996 and things were different back then. But I'll hear something that these commentators say, and I'm just
Mariners had it. Baseball playoffs. No one thought they had a chance before.
Yeah.
They just got that momentum.
Woke Tony Schiavone.
Pick up in a slam. Don't you start with me.
Don't start with me either.
What is Dave Dalton doing? He can barely walk and stay standing. He's going to try the Paul Roma? No, break the balls! Oh no! Eddie could not have hit him more square on the testicles. Oh! And Randy Anderson's like, I didn't see anything. Dave Dalton Jr. has not debuted in wrestling yet, and that's probably why. There we go.
1, 2, 3, it's over.
A little bit extra.
Yeah, some guys will pay good money for that. I love the one guy in the back that's like, you slaughtered that guy's balls. Respect.
Oh, look at this. Slingshots himself over the top rope. Cannonball.
Are they going to replay it? Are they going to replay it?
Very good, smart wrestler. He's really
yeah, that Brainbuster's real good too. I don't think it's an all-time great Brainbuster, but it's a real good one.
Right there. That's what does it for him. Eddie Guerrero, you're a winner.
Yeah, I can't believe Dave Dalton did, like, he only grabbed the balls for like a second. Good on him for realizing, oh, that would look really shitty if the babyface hit me in the balls.
Non-sanctioned match, you must say that Ric Flair has the momentum right now based on what has happened over the past couple of weeks in his career.
Well, you got to look at it this way. He beat Hulk Hogan right in the ring on national television. So who do you think is going to be next? It's going to be.
Look at how live they are. They're so live that the fans are out of focus.
Hulk Hogan, he is not 100% going to his cage match against the Giant.
Well, the Giant is totally going to tear him apart. You know, Hogan's got one bad eye. His eye had eye damage. But I got a friend.
One-eyed, bald, orange monster. Hulk Hogan.
Out front and park cars, huh?
That's not even funny, is it? Fans, still to come in this telecast, more about SuperBrawl and more big main events, including the
That's probably how Disney looked to Bobby at the time. All blurry and shit. I love Bobby.
After this very brief timeout, stay right where you are.
Yeah, the Art Bar Frog Splash. That's right, Liz Alvarado.
This portion of WCW Worldwide Wrestling is brought to you by Castrol GTX.
They went so hard on this. Imagine whoever recorded this worldwide song, like, jamming out playing it. They go so fast. Hello, Therapy. Everybody needs you. There we go. Johnny B. Bad. I love the fans are like, oh, we've already seen him. That's amazing. They made that little girl a shirt of her meeting Johnny B. Bad and covered it in sparkles. It showed, hey, that's Sting's thing. I would like a shirt of somebody and their kid meeting Johnny B. Bad. Oh, it's the Gambler.
Television title for the $13 million. That was very obvious from the videos that we've seen, from the security cameras that we've seen. That was won by Kimberly and
Johnny B. Bad versus the Gambler. 2 stars. Hell yeah, Therapy. Hibachi. Making them flames go real high.
A place to play lotto together. Let's say the Georgia lottery, or let's say the one in Kentucky, or the Florida lottery, okay?
Okay.
And you had the ticket, the winning ticket, and I yanked it out of your hand when you won and said, it's mine. It would be mine and not yours?
I love the breakdown of the Johnny B. Bad song, too. The solo.
If you had a ticket and the number came up and you won, it'd still be half mine because I brought
creepy pantsless maverick. That pretty much nails it for the Gambler.
No, that's not right. What's mine is mine. What's yours is yours. And that's it.
No, that's never the twain shall meet.
Never the twain shall meet.
No, but we're not on the twain now. We're on ground.
Yeah. Real brave of him to think he was going to have the belt when this aired. Mad Dog 2373. Hello. Thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate you bringing the flat soda and the crackers. Oh, yeah. Just in time for the Gambler.
He's going to get the money back for Kimberly the Diamond Doll.
I think I've said it on here before. I really wish the Gambler would have been like, kind of like they had NWO Sting. Like when Arn Anderson retired, he should have been NWO Arn Anderson.
He likes to go. The man's a show off. He won't mind me saying that.
Oh, I got a fist.
He needs that belt. He needs the doll on his arm. And he's got the
I love that's a great endorsement for Hibachi Therapy. The kid's got shit thrown at him a lot.
The world television champ, and he is certainly one of the most recognizable.
The Gambler, yes.
In all of sports entertainment across the world, the bad man, Johnny B. Bad.
Who would have been okay? So yeah, Buddy Landel was supposed to be fake Ric Flair. Gambler should have been fake Arn Anderson in the NWO. Like, who could have been fake Benoit? And who would have been fake Mongo? Like, I imagine they just could have gone to any bar in the greater Dallas area and found a Mongo.
Whatever Dallas wanted to do, just keep your mouth, your pretty little.
Johnny Smith actually probably would have been a real good choice to be fake Benoit. Johnny B. Bad is fake Black.
That it was her money. She did exactly that, Brian.
You're trying to imply to the people that.
Here comes the NWO black person, Johnny B. Bad.
I don't think there's any kind of it about.
Oh my gosh. Love it.
Well, he told her to stay in the corner. She'd wander away.
Kevin Green as a fake Mongo would have been an inspired choice. Joe Gomez would have been, and he sucked really bad at the wrestling part, so he would have nailed it. And yeah, he would have been. The Tampa Pipeline, Joe Gomez, would have been a big hit. allegedly still is with a few of those guys, if some stories are to be believed. Maybe a frequent visitor to Hulk Hogan's restaurant. Johnny B. Bad was really into the 619.
Behind you.
Yeah, that was.
Oh! Topecon, hello, my balls. Hell yeah, Tecmo, I'm excited. I don't ever look at the match listings. Please. I look at the length of the episodes to make sure we don't go too long, and then I let fate take its course. All right, Teo Cham, have a good night. Thanks for the hang. See you soon. Kimberly this week, dressed like a stewardess.
Well, Johnny thinks he's going to become a millionaire.
Or like a receptionist. I'm with you, Rudrick. I'm kind of surprised that, well, allegedly the NWO Black and White 99 were supposed to be the black guys. They were going to do like a Black Panthers, like militant thing. And then they just didn't do it.
One of these days, there's going to be no opponent there, and Johnny's going to be there for a long, long time. And Dallas is aware of that.
It's a shame Gambler didn't win.
Bring it to him.
Become the TV champ.
Lucky man.
We have Road Warrior Hawk coming up next, immediately following this update from Mean Gene.
There we go. SuperBrawl Control Center. Made with the best effects that Microsoft PowerPoint can provide.
SuperBrawl. Hi again, Gene Okerlund back in the WCW Control Center. This Sunday evening, 7 o'clock Eastern Time, it's SuperBrawl 6.
Yes, Hawk's about to kill somebody.
Availability. With all that happened this past week on Nitro and recently in Las Vegas, we now know that both of the double main events are going to be taking place.
That's very kind, Mad Dog.
WCW
Oh,
heavyweight
yeah.
champ, the Macho Man, Randy Savage.
Very sweet of you. I'm glad to have you.
The Nature Boy, Ric Flair. The emotional scars run deep between
What is
these two
this?
men. The cage has got to be the final solution. Last week, I mentioned the
Flair just looks like he's hanging out in a sauna.
between Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant.
Maybe Andre's in a sauna too. Dying. Again, he says that Andre bullshit.
As he collides with the behemoth, 7'4", 416-pound giant. SuperBrawl, double cage, double main event.
That's a good pull, Ghost of Apprentice. Fake Tully Blanchard, Reno Riggins.
Or DirecTV. This Sunday evening live on pay-per-view, it's SuperBrawl. Hotline fans, you're going to be amazed who's rumored to be leaving the WWF for WCW.
Oh shit.
That and other wrestling news all day this Saturday.
I think this is the beginning of the Scott Hall leaving rumors. I think he'd put in his notice at around this time, and he ended up losing the WrestleMania match. I think it was Razor.
All right, Mean Gene Okerlund with us each and every week. And SuperBrawl is this Sunday. You still have a chance to call your local.
Yeah, it's wild that they brought in a guy and were like, what should we call him? How about the thing where the Nazis killed a bunch of Jews? Yeah, sure. Let's go with that.
Most devastating tag team, I believe in tag team.
It's Hawk.
You know, Tony, for a long time, I was a the best tag team manager there ever was.
You were?
Yes, I was.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I can name the teams just like that.
The teams you ripped
I think
off,
I think Hawk. This was a match from when he was. They taped this when he was in as a singles. Oh hey, there's Scott D'Amore.
Sell out Chicago. Sell out the Rosemont
He'd go on to I don't know, fleece some investors through quote Maple Leaf Wrestling.
And when you have myself as an agent and
Totally
manager
real
for them,
promotion.
well, then I get a share.
Sure.
Well, see, if you're dividing up what their shares should be against my share, you got to look at the shares this way.
Okay.
My share of it.
Yeah, I understand. We know where you're going with this.
Scott D'Amore's about to die. He's been a ghost this whole time. That's why he would do that thing in TNA. He was like, because he's a ghost. He's trying to haunt you.
What you don't see.
I sent him a card.
Did you? I bet you did. Scott D'Amore to the midsection.
Got D'Amore.
You were a great
Hawk's like, fuck your singlet. I'm gonna rip it.
Well, I wouldn't want to
But
team against these guys, because even if you win the match,
no, I'm pretty sure they took this squash from when
they're the most dominating tag
oh shit, wait, they're shooting an angle for Japan.
They don't care if they get hurt. They don't care.
That's Kinsuke Sasaki, who was Hawk's partner in New Japan. as Power Warrior at ringside. Chris Sabin first saw Scott D'Amore do the Destroyer. That's right, Great Muda. Amazing Red invented it, though. Him and Quiet Storm. Yeah, you believe I mean Kensuke Sasaki.
We have a member of Sonny Ono's contingent from Japan out. Former U.S. champ Kensuke.
So they would do this a couple times. They shot a couple of Japan-specific angles at Worldwide tapings. Like, this was the setup, I think, for New Japan. They did one with Akira Hokuto and Medusa a few months after this. It was specifically to set up a match in Japan. And they aired it on American television with no context.
Pray you don't have to wrestle that man.
Like, that never got followed up on American television. That was shot for New Japan. So my theory about this being taped 6 months before was wrong. Little known fact, WCW Supreme Sonny Ono was from Harlow.
Will feature the Giant, all 7'4", over 400 pounds, along with Jimmy Hart against Hulk Hogan. Anything goes in a cage.
Stop flashing the lights. We're not drunk.
You lost your WCW Heavyweight Championship belt. The Taskmaster shaved your mustache off.
I love Paul doing some, like, little bit of comedy. Hey, Westagon, yo, yo, yo.
Speaking of the Taskmaster, where is Kevin Sullivan?
He's in England looking for the Loch Ness Monster.
Ooh, got some foreshadowing. Wizard Patrick, do you think Scott Steiner could have been a main eventer back then? Probably. Yeah. I think this was taped after the crowd left. They would do that sometimes. They just forgot to dub in crowd noise.
Any arms or any legs. It doesn't matter, because now you're in my world on my time. Life couldn't be any better.
You got him in the cage, and let me also stress once again, it is anything goes, Jimmy Hart.
You better believe it. Nobody goes out. Nobody comes in. It's just where the Giant wants him. SuperBrawl, baby.
Why is Paul White doing like the Jim Halpert face?
Still have an opportunity. Look at those hands, would you? As we speak, to
what is he doing?
To be a part of SuperBrawl number 6.
He's just fucking off. He's not even been in wrestling for a year. And he's already realized that you can just fuck off when you shoot promos for Worldwide.
Number 6. Any final words here, Jimmy Hart?
Like I said, Hogan, we've got a big surprise for you. Kevin, you know the Taskmaster, he's in Europe looking for the Loch Ness Monster. Get the drift.
Some big things will happen this Sunday. Join us for SuperBrawl.
They legit had some plans for Loch Ness before he got over here and they realized he was like really sick. It is wild how thick Paul White's hair was before he went bald. Ooh, the Barrio Brothers. You could spell it differently, but this is like having a couple white dudes and calling them like the Hilljack Shed Brothers.
Oh, you do?
I used to live down the street from him. Really? Him and a redheaded
Nick Patrick looking with scorn.
Oh.
Super Barrio Brothers.
Oh, for crying out loud, would you?
I appreciate that they let them wear robes to let all the fans know that they're not from the same country, despite what the commentators are going to tell you. Also, that they let Fidel Sierra wear a robe so they could put all of his masks in the pocket. What a weird match. The Barrio Brothers are heels. Benoit and Bryan are new heels. Johnny Smith.
He didn't get that name. Taking candy from kids.
Here's Benoit and Flying Brian, two of the horsemen still to come in.
Yeah, Brian.
The other two horsemen. Ric Flair and
Brian's on his way out.
Many people say that the horsemen are a divided group since the recent annex by Flying Brian.
Maybe a controversial take. This was probably Brian's best
Every time you thought the
hairstyle.
Horsemen were vulnerable, every time you thought you had the Horsemen dissolved or broken apart, that's when they would come back together and be stronger than ever. That may pan out here, but then again,
Oh
they
my
may be falling apart as
Puppet
people
is
think as
Benoit.
well.
Oh my goodness.
Well, you know, I was thinking the other day, maybe this is
I
a
tip my
ploy.
cap to you, Ghost
Maybe
of Burt
Pillman isn't
Prentice.
as nuts as they want us to think he is. But then again, knowing Arn Anderson, he wouldn't play games like that. Arn Anderson is strictly business. So is Ric Flair. And I don't see anything with this crippler Chris Benoit that would show me any different. This man is a loose cannon.
Look at the array of mullets in the ring.
Time for tag team action here on Worldwide.
All the different
In this
lengths
Super Brawl weekend. Now don't forget that Arn
and
Anderson
styles.
is teaming up with Ric Flair, and he's been instrumental in many of Flair's victories. And there's been some
Also, a lot of people don't remember Benoit and Pillman had matching gear.
Not at all. Arn Anderson's purpose has been to assist Ric Flair, and he's been very successful in that.
Well, that's what the Horsemen are all about.
So I very much lends credence to the idea that they were going to split off and do that Gen X Horseman
That is
thing.
going to maybe stymie.
I saw that. It's very funny that Lexus King had to get signed by WWE to lose an X Division title match.
Keep Hogan and Sting and the likes of those people that want to help Savage all the time, and the Miss Elizabeth
like the
of the
NAFTA
world
of
are getting
mullets.
involved also. One-on-one.
For the World Heavyweight title, Super Brawl from the Bayfront Center in St. Petersburg. Don't you dare miss it, fans.
Don't you
It's one
dare
of the
miss it.
spectaculars. It's the
Cody
first
Schiavone
to
will
cover, one count.
take a knife
First
to
one of
you.
96, great leg trip. And this is the one you got to see. Oh, shoved him in the face.
He's kind of like the Dennis Rodman of WCW, isn't he?
Flying Brian?
That's right. He gets up in your face.
Yeah, but I wouldn't put Rodman in that category.
Now, he's got more tattoos.
No. Well, yeah, that's true, but also
Taller.
Yeah, that's true also, but
his hair's blonder.
Yeah, Brian had to keep the loose cannon stuff because his body went out on him. He had that car accident. So, like, he couldn't have good matches anymore after a certain point. After he signed with the WWF. So he really couldn't have evolved too much. He had to be 100% personality.
Look at Benoit. Right hand. It's staggered Ricky of the Barrio.
Yeah, Tony Schiavone hunting people down the next day who didn't buy Super Brawl.
Over the top. Benoit. They're hip tossing all over the place. Almost this.
Although Ricky Santana's like, I'm not taking this bump. You goober. Benoit's like, I will.
Tries again. What's going to happen here? It's Benoit. They're both on the outside now, and we've got fisticuffs going on here.
Benoit hasn't figured out yet that. Oh my gosh.
Did you see that, Schiavone? The Cripper went off that apron, hooked him like in a
DDT on the apron in a 1996 Worldwide match.
He got him good. Like I was saying, the edge of the apron, there's no room to move out there. Only place to stand with one foot behind the other. You don't want to get in a fight out there. And this Barrio brother, what he wants to do right now is get back
Barrio.
and make that tag. He has to.
The Barrio brothers.
Into the midsection.
I'm thinking of them standing there like this.
My goodness, Flying Brian, very aggressive.
What the fuck? That's not cool, Brian.
I don't think a trip to the couch would hurt him.
I don't know if it would help, though. That's the question. Here's a tag, and
Why would you scream that into the camera?
Look at Pillman. He wasn't like this a year ago.
Also, for those of you who don't know, Brian Pillman was an alt-right weirdo at a time where we didn't have a lot of them,
is that what it is?
like, publicly screaming that shit.
Wouldn't you be proud to be a horse?
Drew, he screamed that Ricky Santana was third world scum.
Go to a corner. Whoa, slap to the face.
Slapping a man with your back to the ropes. That takes...
Like, Brian Pillman hosted a political talk show on the radio in Cincinnati, and apparently he got, like, real racist and bigoted and shit
Classic horseman right there.
on there.
They'll fight you. They'll wrestle you. They'll outthink you. You never know what they're going to do. The Elite Force at WCW here, Tony.
Exactly, it explains his son, yeah.
That's Ric Flair.
Yeah, Puerto Rico is America. Oh my gosh.
Crossbody from the inside going out.
Yeah, Puerto Rico is part of our... Why are we doing a dive sequence? What the fuck? Oh my gosh. Chris. Buddy. No, so they one of them wore a robe that says Puerto Rico, one of them wore a robe that says Cuba. So they weren't both Cuban, no.
And someone was posted. It was Ricky on the other end there, wasn't it?
Oh, we're gonna do a pile driver on the floor now. This match is insane.
He might get counted out here.
Now, Fidel's a big guy. You're not going to push him around.
He goes back to the bottom rope and smartly stays in the center of the ring. Stays away from that double team.
He's a veteran. Most younger guys would have lunged in there and got caught in their neighborhood. That's right. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, if you go back and watch some of Pillman's commentary on Shotgun in '97, when they brought in the Luchadors, he got very close to the line.
Fidel comes firing back with a knee. Look at this. He's got a belly to belly.
What the fuck? When did this become Ring of Honor all of a sudden?
Big mistake. He goes
Like it was a regular 1996 tag match, and then we're just doing dives and suplexing dudes everywhere? What the fuck?
Make him use some of his energy. Make him fight his way out of it. Don't let him have time to breathe. Look at Pillman's got to come in for his shots. I like that.
The legal manner on the right side, it's Ricky, and now on the far side, Ricky of the Barrio Brothers and Benoit. Maybe throwing them together. Nope. The Barrios go together. Drop kick from both men. Fidel on the
Random ass Rock and Roll Express double drop kick.
A drop kick.
Oh!
1, 2.
Yeah, the Barrios looked pretty good.
The Horsemen win again, Brain, and that was great teamwork, I tell you.
The Horsemen from Hell. And that's where they're burning now.
He's not raising his partner's hand. Rushes right by him. He's jawing with the crowd.
More so Benoit, but for all impressions, Brad Pillman was a piece of shit too. All right, more SuperBrawl. Dean's like, shit, I'm not wearing pants.
Great state of Florida, 7 o'clock Eastern time.
Great state of Florida. It's great because the bars stay open till 3 a.m.
Double cage, double main event. Inside a totally enclosed steel cage, the immortal Hulk Hogan
was open.
collides with undoubtedly the biggest man in professional sports today, the 7'4", 416-pound giant. Also inside a steel cage, WCW heavyweight champ Randy Savage defends against the Nature Boy Ric Flair. All four men have promised a violent demise.
That's right, the Armstrongs did do that.
Plus, tag team champions
Scott and Steve did some fancy moves at times. Hey, Seinfeld.
Now, World Television champ Johnny B. Bad puts the title and Kimberly on the line against Diamond Dallas Page and his money. I have no idea what resolution will come out of the street fight between Public Enemy and the
I love the first Public Enemy promo pics there.
With now the U.S. champ and Mexican
before they realized, these guys, we're not going to have them be completely hardened thugs.
Ladies and gentlemen, SuperBrawl only on pay-per-view. Call your cable company, satellite dish owners, contact Turner Premier or DirecTV. This Sunday at 7 o'clock, it's SuperBrawl.
And make the appropriate calls.
Promotional consideration paid for by the
well-known chocolate flavor Short on Fat for 100 years.
Short on Fat? Fuck you.
66% less fat than most of the 20 leading chocolate brands.
You have a 30-year mortgage. So shouldn't you have a 30-year faucet? Moen. Buy it.
I agree.
Buy it for life.
I'm to the age where a good faucet's interesting.
Don't go in the water. It's
There we go, Shark.
Don't go near the ring. It's not safe there either.
I mean,
Yeah, easy to say when you're not shocked, but that's right, refs as wizards.
The great white
Short on
was not as
fat.
big as the guy getting ready to come to the door here.
I love that every time there was a Dungeon of Doom singles match, they would send a random member out with them, and it was never the same guy twice. Oh, hey, it's Hollywood Bob Starr.
Big, over 500-pound Shark already pounding away on Bobby Starr.
Members of Dungeon of Doom.
Yes, they are. And it could be the biggest.
I love that Bob Starr's singlet also kind of makes him look like a member of the Dungeon of Doom. Like he's like the sleazy clown that hangs out with them.
No, he never even wrestled his father in a cage. This is probably the biggest man Hogan's been in the ring with in a cage.
You're saying Hogan never wrestled Andre the Giant in a cage?
Tinta's 33 years old. Oh my gosh.
I know, that's why I just kind of repeat.
That's a 33-year-old man. I think Bob Starr's around the same age too. Bob Starr looks horrible.
Well, it's not my fault they can't keep up.
You do that deliberately.
Of course I don't.
Yeah, John Tinta is so big. There's that picture that I think Alan Cheapshot posted the other day of him in Japan, sitting like on a bed. It's like, yeah, he was like 21 here, and he looks 50.
Flying Brian to Hugh Morris.
I think his hat's been too tight.
Yeah. Welcome to the WCW Funny Farm.
Welcome to the Dungeon of Doom. What must their Super Bowl party been like?
Oh.
The size of this man.
You bring up Hugh Morris, of course, wrestling in FMW. I kind of wish John Tinta worked there too. I think he would have been a dope deathmatch guy.
You know, he's a big guy, that's obvious.
Yeah, has anyone ever asked Andre's daughter about WCW claiming that Paul White was Andre's kid?
Because he's a big man.
Yeah, John Tinta would have been a sick deathmatch guy.
Darn good shape, believe me.
Of course he is. He is quite an athlete.
Like John Cena would have been a dope deathmatch guy too. John Tinta versus Onita.
Finn again up against the chest of Bob Starr. A forearm shot to the gut.
I asked Shark when asked, what happens if you were in the water and a shark could come by? What would you do? He said,
he's a shark.
By its top fin, and I'd get out the mayonnaise and the relish, and I'd have myself a sandwich. He didn't even mention deboning.
That's a weird combo to have with a shark.
The shark is
I figure it gets like tartar sauce. That's fish. Oh my god, an earthquake splash with light tubes would be sick.
Look at this.
Oh!
1, 2, 3. This one was over a long
It's like if the side effect was lethargy.
Oh, and the shark.
And now he's giving him a hickey.
The music.
Nobody's safe in these waters.
That's right.
I'm kidding about that. No one is safe in these waters. Look at the weight. Both feet leave ground. About 4 or 5 feet in the air.
Like, I love that nobody thought of, like, okay, if he really bit him like that, wouldn't he be bleeding everywhere?
Fans, when we come back, Ric Flair and Arn Anderson, our main event on
Yeah, John Tinta, very few wrestlers committed to a gimmick like John Tinta did. Again, he got a tattoo covered up. Trying to figure out who's in the ring.
Representing the Horsemen from Charlotte, North Carolina.
Can't figure out. I'm gonna hang out with those guys. Those guys seem like fun. All right, Stephen J. Neptune Man coming through in the clutch this week in sports history. February 11, 96, the Eastern Conference All-Stars defeated the Western Conference in the 96 All-Star Game at the Alamo Dome. Michael Jordan was the MVP with 20 points. Rick Garcia and Otis Apollo, another Canadian. The Rangers defeated the Lightning 6-2. The #1 movie in America was Broken Arrow, starring John Travolta and Christian Slater. All right, so the Rick Garcia, also spelled R-I-C, with Otis Apollo, who was Scott D'Amore's partner on the Canadian Indies.
Yeah, they had a great match at Fall Brawl. They really did. But it was all charades.
Yeah, I've seen that. And I guess Arn personally asked CW, would you take care of my son on these indie shows?
And I asked him questions, and I said, hey, you can trust me.
Yeah, they know you're a blabbermouth. So
that's not a blabbermouth.
Yes, you are.
You start telling people I'm blabbermouth, they won't tell me anything. So I can tell, not so I can tell you, it's so I can be aware of.
Yeah. Keep on talking there, Brain. Sending the big guy down. Here's a tag.
The big guy? He's Rick and Arn size.
For many reasons. Number one, because he is the enforcer.
I'm just going to start calling everybody the big guy.
The law of Ric Flair, which of course, I guess, is a law of the Horseman.
He's Frank Nitti of the Horsemen.
Yeah, I guess that's what he is.
Like you said, Tony, Arn Anderson will be around, no doubt. Well, what do you think Benoit's going to do, the crippler? And Pillman, they're going to be around too.
Yeah, well, recently when Ric Flair scored that major win over Hulk Hogan, Flying Brian was around. Arn Anderson very upset. I'm still not so sure.
Yeah, that's a good point, Brian.
And that remains to be seen.
Giovanni not once said anything about John Tentis' size, but he called Rick Garcia the big guy.
Well, look at this. Every successful team has always had trouble. You know that. Look at the trouble the Dallas Cowboys had. And look how they shined at Super Bowl 30.
Oh my goodness, I blocked that out of my memory, Gino.
An uppercut.
C.W. Anderson was Christopher W. Anderson. Because they didn't want people, I swear to God this is true. They did not want people confusing C.W. Anderson with the C.W.
Into the midsection.
Flair's getting himself ready.
Oh, on this day, same day was as In Your House 6. The Louisville Gardens featuring Brett versus Diesel, also in a steel cage match, which they were not allowed to blade.
Non-sanctioned. They'll lock the cage door. They'll let him go until there's one man left. One man winning between Hogan and the Giant.
And the Giant has said he's going to push Hogan right through that cage like you throw a tomato through a screen door. You figure that one out. I mean, Hogan is going to.
I'll try to figure that one out.
He's got a bad headlight right now, and he's had a heck of a beating.
Beers are on ice. Yep. Yep.
Choke slamming him for over a month now.
I wonder if like Steve Corino is trying to pitch that in NXT as a joke. Hey, let's bring in CW. I got his phone number. Whatever.
What he is doing, very obviously, softening up the leg, working on the leg, and preparing for the figure four of Nature Boy Ric Flair. Apollo doing all they can to get out of it, but there's nothing he can do. The Horsemen at their best. We saw Ben
Arn Anderson fist bumping to tag in like a cool dude. Arn is 18.
The Horsemen at their best.
You know what's amazing is that Flair is such a great tag team wrestler. A man that's wrestled his whole career 12 times to become world champion. He's been on his own. Sure, the Horsemen have been there to back him up and help him out.
It's wild that Ric Flair is doing squash matches. It's like advertising milk. Why?
They're as good, if not better, than Luger and Sting.
Well, if fans will go back just a mere 4 or 5 years after Flair first started in this sport, he became one half of the World Tag Team Champions.
4 or 5 years from when he started, not 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah, I've seen pictures of Art in high school, and he pretty much looked like that. Like he had some more hair on his head, but yeah, pretty much looked the same. He was like a hippie. Like he kind of had shaggy hair in high school.
Valentine and Ric Flair will rank right up with some of the greatest tag teams of all time.
Yeah, but look what we got here right now.
Yeah, Ric Flair's probably gonna be, I gotta get my bumps in.
The Nasties, Public Enemy. I mean, it's just
Raiders. Corner Studies coming through in the clutch. Thank you for the big old raid. Mucho appreciation. I botched that so bad. Thank you, Corner Studies, for the raid. Now I can count on you. You the best. And hello to all of our Raiders.
The Super Assassins. Ming.
And the Barbarian. The Faces of Fear. I mean, it is awesome.
I love how they talked about the Super Assassins and the Barbarian. Hell yeah, Corner Studies. Yeah, Arn was like 38 here, I think, for real.
Well, I think he's meaning it's safe for Ric Flair to slap on the figure four.
I don't think he was 40 yet.
More matches than any wrestler today in this sport, or any wrestler at any given time, and you're a witness to it right now.
Hello, Ace of, is it Navs Entertainment? Canavs Entertainment? Thank you so much for the follow. And no comeback for Otis Apollo. Or Rick Garcia.
But never like the one he has now, where he has defeated the Macho Man.
Love these kids, these adults. Go away in the front row.
Nevertheless wins. The Horsemen prepare for battle at SuperBrawl. They are as prepared.
Let's be real, that family's probably never watched a wrestling match in their lives.
Well, they better be prepared because it's all coming to the
What the hell is that? That logo kind of rules. That needs to be a bootleg shirt.
In a cage and hurt. You've just watched an hour. Now, 3 hours of pay-per-view.
Like it's much better than that Horseman logo that looks like a swastika. That was dope. Why didn't they ever use that?
Tony Schiavone in this week for Mean Gene Oakland, and this is the weekend we've all been waiting for. The first pay-per-view spectacular of 1996.
What is Brian Knobs doing? Brian Knobs peeing?
SuperBrawl number 6 this Sunday the 11th, 7 o'clock Eastern Time, and as we speak, you still
Yeah, Brian Knobs' dick is out, I'm pretty sure.
To be a part of this spectacular. The double cage, as you know, plus a street fight where anything goes.
Yeah, being real nasty. Being a pervert.
Nasty boys. This time the street fight, Jerry Sags. Anything goes against Public Enemy one more time.
Well, what does just anything mean? Well, you better look into me and Knobs' eyes, Public Enemy, and we'll tell you.
The Nasty Boys, cheesy as they are, they probably would have done really well in ECW.
Fight going on, and me and Knobs are inviting you down there to tango with the Nasties a little bit. We're gonna get nasty as we
imagine the Nasty Boys versus the Gangstas.
So one of us drops.
Sags the thinking man's Nasty Boy.
Down! Do you hear me? Public Enemy from Philadelphia with all that and all.
I don't know if any of you saw the WWE Vault YouTube channel uploaded this random like Q&A where they asked a bunch of legends random questions about their careers, and Brian Knobs was one of them. What the fuck?
It doesn't matter anymore. You're going
what the hell? But no, in the Q&A, Brian Knobs is like, his shirt doesn't fit. He's got like a giant mustard stain. And like everybody else is wearing suits. They would have been dope in FNW too, absolutely.
Nasty Boys and Public Enemy, and as you can see, it will be anything goes. It's all coming up.
Nasty Boys versus the Headhunters. That would have been unique.
7 o'clock Eastern Time. Call your local.
I could see Brian and Jerry being like, no, I don't know about that moonsault.
Of WCW Worldwide Wrestling.
Yeah, Brian Knobs is like, oh, I'm gonna hit myself as hard as I can in the head with a steel chair.
Promotional consideration.
Who knows what Brian Knobs is saying? It's very loud, not a lot of substance.
Stuffed with chicken and broccoli and a
A New Jack cutting Brian Knobs would have been so much fun.
Pull off the mask. What I like to snap best? Arms, legs. Oh, I like a baby spicy Slim Jim.
I like a joint.
Step into it, yeah.
Don't forget, call your local cable company. Join us for SuperBrawl 6. Coming up this Sunday, February 11th, live from the Bayfront Center in St. Petersburg, Florida. Double cage night. What an event it will be. I know you've been involved in cage matches. What's it like to be in a steel cage match?
It's
really
fun.
For anybody, for me to tell them so they understand. But when you stand in there and you look across that ring and you know the guy you're looking at wants your hide real bad. I didn't care to get anybody's hide. I wanted to save mine. And when you hear that door shut and they padlock that cage, and you look up, there's no place to go.
Bobby Heenan is doing such a better job of selling either of these cage matches than anybody involved.
That will be coming up on pay-per-view coming up this Sunday. For Bobby the Brain Heenan, I'm Tony Schiavone. See you at SuperBrawl.
Where's his phone book? The guitar. All right, before we go to our third and final episode of the evening, let's check out what we're going to watch. I'm not streaming Sunday. Sunday is my off week, my off Sunday for the month. I'm back next Tuesday for WCW Deep Cuts Live. And before we watch our final episode tonight, here is what we're watching next Tuesday.
In this country, you're supposed to be innocent until you're proven guilty. I was guilty. Notice that.
All right, so that is coming up. We're going back to 1990 next Tuesday. Yeah, no, we're not ending early. We're going past 11, baby. Faces of Fear. Oh, it's Ice Train, baby. Oh my god, who the fuck's going to lose that one? Are you kidding me? We get One Man Gang versus Conan, Z-Man. All right, Bravo. Have a good night. Chat soon. Thanks for the hang. Oh shit, it's the Road Warriors. It's both of them this time. Just what they need, strobe lights. I think the blue, controversial opinion, I think the blue is the best Road Warriors gear. No, it's the rematch. Conan's already got the US title. This is One Man Gang's rematch. Also, false advertising, they're not at Disney, they're at Universal Studios. Despite what the credits said. Jimmy Jet, the referee. Those long sleeves. As we like to say on here, maybe he has racist tattoos. Your uncle went to Robbinsdale High School? That's sick. It's awesome, Rudrick. Black with the silver spikes is cool. I just think the blue pops. What the fuck? So the Gambler, awesome. I don't think they gave the other guy a name. He's wearing one of the Los Dos Hombres masks. That's our pervert of the week. Hell yeah, Chandrox. Any cats that watch WCW Deep Cuts Live are very welcome and loved. Yeah, the Gambler's like, fuck this.
They were afraid to get in the ring with these two. But the Road Warriors got in the ring with them in Chicago, St. Louis, Milwaukee, you name it. And they were throwing those two around.
There's like so many guys wear those Los Dos Hombres masks. The original Angle, and then Hogan and Savage. This guy. El Technico, Billy Kidman. Eddie Guerrero wore it for an angle. I think Disco Inferno wore it as La Cucaracha.
He wants a tag.
I always love that. That's a fun spot where the dominant team makes the enhancement guys tag each other. Hombres have color coordinating jock straps. Hell yeah, that's a sweet cat. Got a good cat, Chandrox. What the fuck? UWFI Hawk?
Their jobs or whatever you want to call them, everybody should take notice right now. Road Warriors are here and they mean business.
Still to come in this telecast, another great tag team, the Faces of Fear, Meng and the Barbarian.
Oh my god.
Tag team in WCW.
That's a dick suplex.
And he's looking better than ever, we understand.
See the size of him?
He's immense.
Immense. I love when a guy's so big that you call him immense.
Still to come on Worldwide.
And Conan has a very interesting.
That's a good point, and Brian would know.
What would you call it? His wrestling skills.
Worked around MMA for many years. Hawk did not do the full body triangle.
They're not even like Japanese wrestling.
Left the opening.
Like Mexican wrestling is what it's like.
You know why? He's the Mexican champion.
Yes, that's exactly right.
See?
Like that mask makes anybody who wears their head look so oblong.
The Gambler.
Also, this guy couldn't have found like anybody with a red trunks in the locker room or green trunks.
And I mean, they are looking absolutely better than ever. And I've seen them throughout the years. So have you. You were talking about some of the great matches they had against Bruiser and the Crusher.
Like, why is this match still going? What the fuck?
In the face.
Hawk is like, why are you not going down? This guy is lucky this is not 1985 horse steroids Hawk.
Just pummels you.
Like, Hawk chopped the shit out of him there. But man, 85 Hawk would have killed him. Hey, Cecil Nix. How's it going? The pervert in the mask. We don't have a name for him. They never named him. LOD.
305 pounds, Animal.
The Avenger hasn't done a whole lot of.
Oh, the Avenger. The Avenger, singular. The masked pervert. The Avenger.
That's the chant you hear. You hear it for Eddie Guerrero. You hear it for Hogan. You hear it for Savage, Sting, and now LOD.
What is he avenging? Avenging hideous masks.
Doesn't look like his back's in too bad a shape, does it?
No, I think he looks like he's 100%.
Look at the size of that back. You could land an aircraft. You could land a bomber on it.
Oh!
Clothesline, knock the Avenger down once again. It's pretty obvious to us, and obviously
I loved when they would have these random masked guys, especially in WCW. They were bad about just giving them Marvel character names, but you could tell whoever named them wasn't into like the comic books or anything. They just were like looking. Iron Man, that's a name. Yeah, Punisher. Yeah, Dave Sierra was the Punisher at one point. Hiding his face so Puma doesn't deport him. Why is this match still happening? Like, this is the length of at least 10 Road Warriors Malkies matches.
Good to have you with us and good to have a capacity crowd on hand.
The fuck?
I think they picked the gambler's pocket. You see that?
Oh, I thought it was like a gummy.
They'll do that, you know.
Ever a jobber named Hell Cow? No, because that's the coolest name ever. If your name is Hell Cow, you should be winning.
We are seeing. Oh, listen to that! A devastating show.
Oh, okay. That. Why is this guy fighting back? He's pulling up his pants while he's trying to fight back against the Road Warriors. And again, to their credit, the Road Warriors are not losing their temper with him.
They're not too concerned with the identity of the Avenger, or they could have that pillowcase off real quick.
Yeah, that's a really loose mask.
Just about do whatever they want.
One count.
And you know they're bullies too.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, but you know why they're bullies? Because they can be. They can be bullies. If you don't like the way they're doing something, stop them. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, that has to be what this is.
They recently had a match on WCW Monday Nitro.
Terry Taylor's in the back. Oh, wouldn't it be funny if these guys had to go the entire segment? Fill all this TV time against the Avenger.
I mean, you have to fight fire with fire here at WCW. You know that.
And it's just a matter of time before they're going to get another chance.
All right, we're going to end this now.
This don't look good for Mr. Avenger.
Let's see which one he gets. Oh, yes. Okay. He got the shitty one. There's two types of doomsday devices. When they like you or they know that they need to make money with you, he goes down with you. When you're the Avenger, you get flipped.
They are back on top.
I'd hate to be them. Monsters of the Midway are back.
Yeah. Yeah, Gambler just left. I don't think he was in the corner for the last half of the match.
The big animal shoots in the Avenger.
Ooh.
Who gets leveled by Hawk.
Yeah, Gambler's like, dude, I need to get to the shower before the hot water runs out. That was real close to being bad news. Okay, Gambler was there, but he's like, yeah, fuck it. I'm leaving. Bye.
You can call the meat wagon. You can get the gurneys ready, because you people have just witnessed tonight.
I wonder if, like, I know those things weren't, like, sharp, but I wonder if any fans ever, like, tried to sue because they wore the wrist gauntlets and they would have touched the spike. Yes, the Gambler knew when to walk away and knew when to run. That's right. That's right, Brian.
In Orlando, Florida, and still to come, our big main event. What a main event it is.
Bobby looks like he's been up all night gambling.
The Mexican heavyweight champion Conan will face the man he defeated for the belt, the one-man gang, the gigantic one-man gang of the Dungeon of Doom.
We are blessed to get to see Conan against the one-man gang, and not the one that everybody has seen, the other one. Yeah, I don't think we know who that. My best guess, based on body type, I think that was Rick Garcia from the episode we watched before in the Ric Flair squash match.
He's jumping over the top rope. He's shooting through the middle rope. He's going back and
but even then, why would you put a mask on Rick Garcia?
And we have tremendous action still to come. Not only that match for the U.S. heavyweight title, plus plenty more action as we continue after this on Worldwide.
This portion of WCW Worldwide Wrestling.
The WCW Worldwide sponsor screen is the original DVD player screensaver. Trying to make sure those lines match up just right. They never do. There we go. Faces of Fear. Somebody might get hurt here. What if they just sent the Avenger back out for this too?
Along with our supervising producer Keith Mitchell, producer Christine Johnson.
Aw, the men got rid of the mask cape.
Their blood, sweat, and tears into this program. We welcome you to Universal Studios.
Oh, Grandma and Grandpa hate the Faces of Fear.
I'm sorry, they're saying thumbs down to the Faces of Fear here.
They could never have said thumbs down to our production crew.
Ming's hair is looking extra curly. Oh, I see Buck Quartermain. Oh, and Mike Winter, one of the trainers at the power plant.
Mike Winter and Buck Quartermain. Look at the
Referee at MTV SuperBrawl. Mike Winter.
themselves in the corner so that
Because he drove the ring to wherever the fuck they filmed that, I forgot. By the way, shout out to my SSRI gang. I'm gonna take the med for the night so I can stop thinking and go to sleep after this. Mike Winter's mullet is insane. Mike Winter, if you were with me for one of the early Off the Grids, we watched that movie Southern Discomfort. God, what was the fuck was that guy's name? He was like the southern ass heel. God, what was his name? Somebody's gonna know it, but he looks just like Mike Winter. I bet you could get Uno to book Barbarian against you. He's still taking bookings. What's my favorite Ming story? Just the fact that he's like the sweetest, nicest old car salesman now. It's pretty sweet. Also, Barbarian with a fresh new haircut here. Like, if anybody other than the Barbarian had that haircut, it would be so funny. But it's the Barbarian. Ooh. Yes, normalize mental health care. Also, normalize Barbarian hitting people in the face.
Back into World Championship Wrestling, and the Faces of Fear are.
Oh, bro, was in Big Bear Lake, California. That's right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, Buck Quartermain, TNA enhancement wrestler extraordinaire. Buck Quartermain. I talked about it earlier. I told the story about how he did a dark match tryout before a TNA taping. Him and Lex Lovett did like a male cheerleader gimmick in 2005, and word got through like the wrestling bubble that, hey, these guys do a really funny male cheerleader thing. And a few months later, the Spirit Squad happened. So you have Buck Quartermain to thank for that.
Ming with a choke, and there's Nick Patrick right in on that one. He's going to get disqualified. Wait a minute.
He's got that spike, you know.
Yeah, Ming laughing is adorable.
He will.
Seeing that man just giggling like a child. Nick Patrick, the referee, cannot keep his damn hands off that rope. You'd think it's like a fetish or something. Oh gosh. Ooh. Not as bad as Giant's chokeslam earlier, but still rough. Pretty much, yes. Buck Quartermain was responsible for Dolph Ziggler. In a way, Buck Quartermain is responsible for Ryan Nemeth getting into wrestling, and therefore is responsible for that shitty AI-written lawsuit. Seriously, that Ryan Nemeth lawsuit is hilarious. Oh gosh, Kick of Fear coming up. Okay, that was relatively decent.
I think he just kicked his sideburn off.
Did you catch some teeth over here?
Yeah, you can go ahead and take them.
Oh, those were chiclets.
You did catch him.
You should try Night Champion Vintage. I'm sure, like, if you fly out to like Mania Weekend this year, yeah.
Well, that wasn't Tonganese.
That means yes, exactly.
That was Bolivian. No, that was Latvian right there, and I'm a little rusty on that.
That was what?
Never mind.
All right, Brain, let's take a look at the replay again.
Oh my God, Ryan Nemeth is the Gallagher 2 of pro wrestling.
The Barbarian and Ming drives him down with that clothesline and stomps him right between the pecs, right in that solar plexus there. Just took all the wind up. Tried to get him in the mush, but he couldn't.
I love how Ryan Nemeth got a TNA World Title match on TV, and then 2 days later filed a lawsuit saying he's been blackballed from the industry.
The Road Warriors and tag team wrestling has been kicked up a notch. Right now, we got to meet Gene Okerlund on Worldwide Wrestling.
I talked about these.
That's a very good comparison. Here we go. Road Warriors hanging out in a real locker room and not the fake set.
And they are back together again in World Championship.
Why did that one wrestler just put their bag up on the pillar there?
Well, Mean Gene,
It is complete.
That's a real awkward spot to keep your bag.
Has the greatest
That room is very
in
white.
all the world. The Road Warriors, the LOD, have come home. We don't care.
That room is so white that its name is like
We
Preston.
don't care if it's Arn Anderson. We don't care if it's Stinger Luger, Nasty Boys, Harlem Heat. No matter who WCW throws in front of us,
Or Vance.
we're going to prove to the world and World Championship Wrestling that we are an unstoppable force that nobody can beat. Right, Hawk?
You know, when I talk to the two of you, I
Gene, what an asshole move. He pitches to Hawk, and Gene's like, nope, I gotta talk first. I gotta get my line in.
What to do? When we came back together and World
The Wiley Man, thank you for the follow. Yeah, that cutoff was hilarious.
ourselves. We're fully aware that we don't have all the faculties up here, but we're also fully aware that strength and fighting skills we have all. You see, beans are a dish best served cold, and by golly, we
Yeah, Gene's gonna get his eye poked out here.
in town. And if you don't
Yeah,
like
between
it,
Heenan and Hawk, I think there was a cold running through the locker room.
and you know something?
Thank you very much, gentlemen. They are Hawk, they are Animal, they are the Legion of
They,
Doom, are
wait,
the Road Warriors.
breaking news.
And the good news is
Hawk and Animal are non-binary.
here in World Championship
They are
Wrestling.
Hawk, they are Animal. We stand.
Tony Schiavone, Bobby the Brain Heenan, and welcome back to Worldwide Wrestling from
I think that's true. Gene was the only man to interview the Road Warriors in all three of the major companies they were in. Here comes Ice Train, wearing a very plain singlet for Ice Train.
I guess he does. At the same time.
Like he's got ice on his ass.
Tell me about this guy, how smart he is.
Well, Ice Train is a guy who came into
Yeah, that's Revolution
not
X.
too long ago. Got into the ring, thought he wasn't ready, took some time off, has trained very hard, has developed his skills, has improved his strength.
Here we go. Fake Manny Fernandez.
He knew he wasn't ready. He said, I'm going to make a return, and we understand now that the new Ice Train we're going to see is better than ever.
I love that this guy just wrestled on WCW TV for like 2 years as Manny Fernandez.
Maybe he shouldn't be a horseman. Maybe he's going to be the
Was Ice Train supposed to be in that team with Glacier and Iceberg? Or Al Snow or whatever?
Let's see if it works for him.
Or am I thinking of someone else? Yeah, Manny Fernandez, for those of you who don't know, he was like Bill Goldberg's personal like training buddy in the power plant. Like his job was to take all of Goldberg's ridiculous suplexes when he was trying them. All right, that's what I thought. Yeah, Al Snow, Glacier, and Ice Train. Imagine that team. I did a short about M.I. Smooth, his limo driver gimmick at the end of WCW.
The big train with a full-arm dragon.
And he kind of got over doing it.
And again, ducks under, over the top.
Now, why do they call him Ice Train?
Yeah, we got D'Lo Brown. We also got Al Snow beating the shit out of Vin Gerard.
Probably because he's real cool and he's built like a freight train.
Built like a big
And that's why OVW is not on IWTV.
Look, with ease, he picks up Fernandez and slams him down.
I wouldn't be surprised if Teddy Long is looking at
Yeah, they did do that, didn't they?
He likes to get new
God, I hate screwy I quit finishes like that.
Yeah, you know, I mean, he's taking.
Oh, there's a recording of him saying I quit.
Oh, what a team that could be. With his power and aggressiveness, Pillman's knowledge.
What the fuck's his finisher if it's not the splash?
Ice Train gathers up Fernandez, forearm shot. This has been all Ice Train in this match here on the Worldwide.
I wouldn't count Mr. Fernandez in on anything big real soon.
Ooh, oh gosh.
In the corner, Ice Train sends Manny Fernandez in, uses his large upper body to smash him into the corner.
Oh, did he hit?
Oh, he took that one rough.
Fernandez seen an opening, that's what he's got to do. Going to the midsection.
Manny Fernandez, is he going to win?
Get him down, Manny, that's what you got to do. Don't keep him up. choke the wind out of him.
Yeah, you can tell Manny Fernandez didn't get to like win in a lot of matches because he has no offense. Also, I love that Ice Train no-sold being choked.
Too much power.
I'm impressed with this Ice Train.
Yes, Fernandez.
Is he going to do a doctor bomb? Oh, no, but that was still sweet.
Too much power in those arms.
Yeah, true. Look at his... Now, that is a big-ass neck.
Into the midsection, Ice Train. Sends Fernandez far side.
I think the Assassin would be inducted into, like, the... what's that? The nostalgia wing? Or the whatever the wing is, where they just like announce, "Hey, these guys are in the Hall of Fame now." Like, I don't think Jody Hamilton will get an actual induction.
Big forearm blow. The Ice Train is very.
Hell yeah, refs as Wizards. I'm glad I can open people's eyes to how sweet some of these dudes are. There we go. That's the finish. Powers on the Legacy wing. Thank you. Yeah. I love that WCW had multiple ice dudes at this point. Dean Malenko, Ice Train. They would have Glacier a couple months after this. So much ice. Yes. So yeah, the previous week I think that we watched was the last WCW Disney taping. And this is the first Universal taping. It is history.
Head should have stayed there. He'd have been a lot better off. Ice Train took some time off. Get himself ready.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
He was ready to compete here at
That should have been his finisher.
Let's see what he's about. Let's see if he can get himself a partner. Let's see if he can get himself a manager. Let's see if he can get himself some matches.
I love that Bobby Heenan just booked the next year of Ice Train storylines.
So Iceman, get ready. Be cool, but get ready.
It's Ice Train, not Ice Man. Ice Train.
Ice Train against Scott Steiner would have been sweet. I mean, they had those tag matches. Fire and Ice against the Steiner brothers. Manny Fernandez looks like if Elegante was left in the dryer too long.
WCW Monday Nitro.
This is Nitro. Boom, boom, explosions. I was reading an old Observer the other day, and back in the day, Meltzer used to like say that Flair doing the woman oh woman, won't you marry me now thing made him look like a dork. Like, no. He was horny. That's all. Wow. Wow, wow. And this is Sting in his Saved by the Bell to college years look. Throwing out the brown hair. That's such a shitty pin. Nick Patrick, fuck you. Have some pride. Get in the ring. Yeah, Bobby Heenan rules. There we go. I know Cecil brought up jobbers winning. This is one where we do not know. I do appreciate that Men at Work got props for their entrances when they got entrances. Ah, get it? You're all unemployed. Oh, they're baby faces. Okay. Did they come from a land? That should have been the thing. I bet Mark Sark could have done a Australian accent. The Barrio Brothers get an entrance for their match with the Horsemen. But when they wrestle Men at Work, they are in the ring.
Why, do you see a sore on my cheek or something?
Yeah, not a good omen for the Barrio Brothers. Or as it was, they said last week, the Barry O Brothers.
Here we go, Men at Work. It's Mark Starr and Chris Canyon.
And for anybody new that's not been around, the journey of WCW Deep Cuts Live Mark Starr was legitimately one of my favorite wrestlers as a kid. And I used to, when I would play wrestling, I would pretend that I was Mark Starr and Joey Maggs' partner. And we would feud with the Stud Stable.
Another tag match here on WCW Worldwide Wrestling. Still to come, one-man gang Conan.
The Cheerio Brothers, that's Regal and Eaton.
So good to have you with us, and don't forget SuperBrawl, of course, last weekend.
But Aora means just now.
Highlights of what went down at SuperBrawl, the big event that was held in St. Petersburg, Florida, last Sunday. That's coming up next week.
Wait, okay, I thought it was Star that said shut up. Okay, it's Fidel Sierra, a.k.a. Cuba's Top Gun, a.k.a. one half of Los Especialistas, a.k.a. The Punisher, a.k.a. Fidel Sierra in a mask.
Whip in, over the top.
Yeah, we love construction workers.
Now Ricky, nope, it's Canyon again. Look at Ricky of the Barrios, crossbody, 1 count only. Hit the ropes.
What? Yeah, how about that?
You have to get the Barrio brothers in their corner. That's the secret to tag team wrestling. And vice versa. But it seems
This is like the longest Chris Kanyon has ever wrestled without making up a new move.
And another thing, you can always tell a good tag is when they do fast tag. And you got to know how to position the referee. If I was in the ring and had an opponent, you were my partner, Tony, and I tag you. My job would be, as soon as you get in the ring, you and I both can choke that man to a count.
So Worldwide, I never figured out why this was the case. The episodes were like a week behind when they would get sent out. Like they always covered the Nitro the week before, or the the Nitro that was like 10 days before or whatever. It would never be the Nitro from that week.
Oh yes, I'm gonna write a book. You are? Oh yes.
Leave me out,
Right, Cecil says, I know a guy who did a construction gimmick would measure the ropes during his entrances. One match he realized one corner was unsafe and he put caution tape on it. Hell yeah. Finish his opponent going on the top rope on that corner, eating shit and falling and getting pinned. That is a 10 out of 10 finish. I love that. That's a good finish. That's how you apply a gimmick to wrestling. Oh!
Threw him right back down. Lateral press 1. 2 count only.
Well, he could have been a little more deliberate with that. When he threw that man down, he should have dove on him. Put all his weight on him.
Star, too close.
Grabbed him by the mullet. All right. Mark Starr's like dizzy. Has vertigo. That's why he fell down.
That's what happens here. They're tagging in, tagging out so fast. Hard to keep a man in position in the corner.
Down on the throat he goes. Left hand. Again.
Mark Starr throwing like necro butcher punches there.
Showing some power.
Did he just call Fidel Sierra Barrio? Are both of their names supposed to be Barrio? Okay, he made up for the spinning wheel kick missing a second ago. Their names are both Barrio.
Down goes Ricky. And he'll throw it.
Oh, shit!
Boy, did he ever.
Mark Starr's like, I will die. Get this crowd to react.
This is what you like to see, Brain, a double teaming.
They put in there Ricky Barrio and Fidel Barrio.
Action. And guys that know what they're doing in there, like the Barrio brothers.
Oh. Yeah.
Canyon missed a wild right hand. I think that Mark Starr is still a legal man here. I have no idea what's going through the Barrios' minds. Here's a reversal.
Oh! I think everyone kind of ate shit on that one. Like the drop kick's a little low. Mark Starr lands funky.
Come on, referee, do your job.
Yeah, Cecil. I think whoever planned this match had only heard of wrestling but never actually watched
And
it.
your shovel and go back to digging ditches.
Just like we punched out the Mario brother.
Yeah.
That's
Barrios.
Respected and found to be condemned. And for the demolition crew, for men of work.
These are the dumbest lines.
Anyone else like talking to the camera here real fast? Go ahead, Bray.
Barrios, we just inspected you, and you're condemned.
I don't like them, and they know you hate them. You hate everybody. But anyway, there's men at work, and they're going for the 1,
God,
2,
I love
3.
pro wrestling.
Got their hand raised in victory. Couple construction workers, they're here to fight.
Oh my gosh.
Good luck.
All right, Men at Work, your winners, our main event, but right now it's coming up.
I love
right
wrestling.
Now we go to Mean Gene Okerlund.
I'm back to the locker room area with the current reigning WCW World
There we
Tag Team
go.
Champions. They are Lex Luger
Sting, Paul Gosselaar.
and his partner, albeit sometimes a little reluctant with some of the things that are going on.
Mean Gene dressed like a
You
ventriloquist
can
dummy.
talk about the bright future of this particular tag team and the obstacles you've met.
Lex
and what
is
you may
in
be going
a
ahead
fun
to do.
mood.
Oh, Mean Gene, what are you, the obstacles you're talking about? Like there's a problem between us. Are you talking about the Harlem Heat thing? I mean, the way we won
just
that
watching
match?
Talk
Lex.
about them. I could talk about the Road Warriors, but what about the differences of opinion between you and Lex
Have you
Luger?
seen-
Lex
Talk about the
rules.
differences of our opinions. That has nothing to do with wrestling. It has nothing to do with these world titles. And you want to go back, you want to play some tapes back, and you want to see Harlem Heat cheat and hit below the belt. Well, guess what? The total package got the short fuse. He's going to fight fire with fire, and I'm going to do the same thing.
Short fuse?
Short fuse, you got it. My fuse isn't...
Gene, short fuse.
Gene, hey, what's that short for?
I'm not saying anything.
Means the Stinger's never going to change. Put it that way, okay? Is that what you're asking me? The Stinger will never change. I'm looking
What is
out there at all those
happening?
little Stingers out there with the painted faces. And Package, man, you are really into yourself, aren't you?
I'm really into
Showing
this
off his
whole
short
thing
fuse.
Of being the champ. You know what, Stinger? I told you.
You're into yourself.
I've
more
been
than you're into
talking.
the
You
belt.
know I'm not. Really, I'm not.
No, I'm
I've been
not.
All along, we've been waiting to get our due in this sport here in World Championship Wrestling. They're always trying.
Luger
to
here is like a
Lex
like a
Luger down,
dog
but
pretending to be a
reaching our potential,
man.
and our potential, I've told you all along, is absolutely unlimited. And here we stand with the WCW World Tag Team titles. You know what? People say, oh, what happened? How'd they win them? How they've been keeping them? But you know what, Gene? Live by the sword, die by the sword. We've been victims for a long, long
Okay,
time.
yeah, I can
Here in
see
World
it.
Championship
Yeah,
Wrestling
Sting
for a lot of
buys.
years, both
Yeah.
you and I. And now we're on top. And I'm going to do anything
I think everybody's kind of been dipping into the funny juice.
Lex Luger and Sting, gentlemen, I'm sorry we are out of time. They are the WCW Tag Team.
That was great. We need more of that in wrestling these days.
We are back on Worldwide Wrestling, a big
Like,
return match. Our
guys
first
getting
match.
trashed in a fun way, not in a sad way. Here we go. Main event time for the stream. The one-man gang on his way out of WCW.
See those big chains he has? My goodness. And he's used them before.
My goodness, that man has big
And
chains.
here's another big street fighter from Chicago. And we saw the Road Warriors earlier in the telecast. Now one-man gang is back out.
Wow.
Getting his U.S. heavyweight title back. And now here comes the U.S. heavyweight
Hope
champion.
Rex Leonard doesn't guess the cost of a car as being $9,000.
Quite a sensation in
Hidden
Mexico.
cost,
Comes to
rather.
the United States as part of World Championship Wrestling and immediately becomes
Here we go. Conan, the U.S. champion.
very colorful as well.
I don't believe he had won the belt when this was taped, hence why nobody's wearing a belt.
Nice jacket.
It's Conan.
Holy shit, that guy.
Actually, is originally from Cuba.
Like, Jeff Hardy fan time traveled to 1996.
Talk to him. He knows English, fluent in English.
I didn't even put that together, but yeah, so many of these guys have wrestled at Chikara tonight. All right, Stephen J. Neptune Man, this week in sports history, February 1896. The Bulls defeated the Indiana Pacers 110 to 102 for the 46th win of their 72-win season. Jordan scored 44 points, and the Pittsburgh Penguins defeated the New York Rangers on the ice 4-3.
How about that? Oh, he drops down. He's going to have to.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, Ice Train never did. Maybe fake Manny Fernandez was like Shane Storm.
Conan, look how quick he is. Drop kick.
This gang is very agile.
I believe he does, yes. Oh my god, what is this gonna be? What is this gonna be? Oh! That was fun, I guess. One Man Gang just lays on him. I love that Gang's the one who takes the bump, and he's in the guard, or he's the mount, pounding him. Yeah, this is such a weird match, and they did it twice. They did it the title change, and then they're like, we need to do it again on Worldwide.
Well, you're not paid to watch it. I mean, you say something.
What the fuck was that?
There's a man with a bad haircut getting up off the ground and trying to get back into the ring. You want me to talk about that? Nothing was happening.
Sorry.
Don't be sorry.
Could you imagine either of these guys trying to call this match?
Be here for a long time. That's a nice haircut. If
Yeah, they like Conan, they buttered him up big time. Goes to Burt Prentice talking about that Jeff Hardy guy. As a time traveler from the future, you have a choice to go anywhere in time, and you decide February 18th, 1996 to watch Conan versus One Man Gang is your ideal destination. Hey, you know what? There's a bunch of us watching it right now. So, why did he pick him up like that? What? This match is so awkward. It is living up to all the weirdness that I would expect of it. Guys doing weird moves and grabbing each other in weird places.
And the ace bandage we see up there, but Conan has tried his high-risk maneuvers. Right now, the one-man gang starting to take command.
He tried them.
He's about 6'7", the one.
I don't know if he actually did any of them.
400 pounds, and he's mean.
One-man gang won the United States heavyweight title by defeating Katsuki Sasaki.
Yeah, I think Conan put this match together, and then Gang's like, no, we're not doing that. We'll see you in the ring.
They got him from Germany, from Mexico, from
What is that bump?
Wait a minute, you're talking about Russia, right? Georgia, Russia.
No, I was talking about Marietta.
He walked through airports. He went to get the mail with that haircut.
And that's where that big company's from, where they manufacture all those doors with the half moons on them. I like that.
Stop.
Whoa.
Conan starting to fire back now. One-man gang.
You know, you get indoor plumbing now. It's 96, Shivani.
Cecil says, one of the funniest thing I've ever seen was a rookie going to a vet and saying, I got the match planned, and the vet just going, no, you don't.
Conan gonna hit the rope. Spin kick again, and one-man gang goes down. You talked about stars from Ireland.
Yeah, Conan's gear is every color, but like in weird and bad spots.
Real mean man.
Yes, he is. That was one man. If I were you,
What the fuck is he doing? Why is that the thing you decide to do in the corner? What is he doing? The Tony Atlas special. This is so weird.
The term "stick it in your ear" applies to you right here, and that's what he's done with his foot.
The leverage Conan got as well. One-man gang. And Conan ready to go fisticuffs with this.
And now One Man Gang's doing some Akeem stuff.
With Fred Sanford throwing punches.
This is such a weird match.
One-man gang is hooked in the ropes again. Now what a match we have. Into the eye.
Like he's improvising. Yeah, he's obviously improvising to fight a bigger guy, but like also it's the fact that Gang clearly doesn't want to do his shit. Like that's a good kayfabe explanation.
Maybe that's not a patch. Maybe that's a.
But yeah, these guys they're not even in the same library, let alone same book, same page. One Man Gang here is 36 years old. This was like, he was considered old and washed up here, by the way.
Well, if I was manager, I might have him slap him in a hammerlock right now, put that arm behind him, so he could scratch the back of his head and keep slamming him on that arm. And then short scissors that arm and work on that clavicle and work on that side of the body.
He's younger than you. He's younger than me. I'm 37. Yeah, One Man Gang looks very good for 65, by the way. Have you seen him lately? Like, for One Man Gang being 65, yeah, he looks real good.
Conan right hand.
Conan was 32. Very hairy.
Still on his feet.
Drop kick.
Not for long. Gang's got to put his weight to action.
What are we going to do here? What's our next
Take him off his feet.
thing?
Yes, yes.
I think they're finally kind of on the same page.
Squash him like a grape.
Scoop. Slam.
What are we going to do here?
And now the gang. Boy, measured him with that one.
Oh. I'm disappointed because this match is starting to get normal.
He may be right. What's he doing now, though? Uh-oh.
Oh, shit. Top rope splash. Second rope splash. They're going to do a top rope splash.
Going to the penthouse.
One-man gang.
I think he does have the AAA All logo. Yeah, Techno.
Taking a little too much time.
I love that. Nowadays, every super heavyweight wants to do cartwheels and Sasuke specials and stuff. One Man Gang is just barely getting off the ground. Why would you do that on One Man Gang? Just do a body press. He knows what a body press is. Don't make it fancy.
This portion of WCW Worldwide Wrestling is brought to you by Twix. With chewy
Yeah, they cut away immediately because it's like, we don't know how to follow that.
Promotional consideration. Terrible thing to do.
Like, everybody kind of works the same style these days, and I hate it. We need ugly matches, you know?
All right, tremendous singles competition and tag team action this week on WCW Worldwide Wrestling from the Universal Studios.
Yeah, that whole weird period with the U.S. title being won and lost in dark matches. So bizarre.
It'll be live from Tupelo, Mississippi.
And like Brian said, yeah, we taped the match. I guess we have to air it.
It'll be on the 24th of March. That is a Sunday. And, of course, last weekend we had SuperBrawl. Next week, some highlights from SuperBrawl. What an event SuperBrawl was. And we look forward to Uncensored. We always know that we can expect...
We're totally not taping this commentary 3 days before SuperBrawl happened.
SuperBrawl. The unexpected happens every time we have a pay-per-view or a clash or anything important. But Uncensored, just the name. Remember it happened the last time. Remember what Flair showed up wearing? Remember what whatchamacallit did to you-know-who that we can't talk about here?
Yeah. All those guys that jumped to the WWF.
Really? I wouldn't want to see those. For Bobby the Brain Heenan, I'm Tony Schiavone. Let's take a look at next week's program on Worldwide.
All right, here's what we will not be watching because we're wrapping up here in a second.
Next week's program, we'll see the debut on Worldwide of Public Enemy.
Aw, we're missing Public Enemy. And more Johnny B. Bad. How many matches did he take?
Get your dancing shoes on.
You really like him, don't you?
I love him.
Plus, for the World Tag Team title, Lex Luger and Sting, the champs, will defend against former champs, the Nasty Boys. Be sure to
That's kind of a big match for Worldwide.
of WCW Worldwide Wrestling coming your way from Universal Studios in 1 week.
Universal Studios. All right, so that is it. We are done for tonight. Thank you so much. My sign just turned off. What happened? I don't know. I'll have to check that out. But in the meantime, thank you all so much for hanging out with me for the last almost 2.5 hours watching WCW Worldwide from, 40 years ago? 30 years ago? A long time ago. But I appreciate you all. I appreciate the hang. It's been a weird week, so I'm glad to have you all here to kind of get my mind off things. And just to, we are back next Tuesday. No Sunday stream this week. No Sunday stream, no Off the Grid. I'm not doing a members only stream. This Sunday, I am off. Taking Sunday off. I'm back next Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern for more WCW Deep Cuts Live. Again, thank you so much to everybody in the Erotic Eric Fontaine fan club, aka the chat room. The chat room. It's just a chat. Not even a room. But as I always like to end these things with, I love that you all come here every week, but even if you don't make it here, I understand life happens. Just make it the next Tuesday. That's all I'm asking. 7 days. We can do it. 7 sleep, 7 ups, 7 ups, 7 downs. That's it. I'm going to try my hardest. I'm going to get through and I'll be back here next Tuesday. I hope you can. I want you here, but even if you can't make it here, I just want you to make it through life the next Tuesday. And my name is Tom. This is WCW Deep Cuts Live. Go to bed.